Texas versus Ohio State, a rematch of that Cotton Bowl semifinal playoff collision where the Buckeyes survived. Both replacing a lot of stars from those teams. Both expect to contend for a championship this season. Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Longhorns will kick this deep and begin the game. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Buckeyes offense will be the first up today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Second down play coming up. A play action looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
They mix it up with a run. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception, and now they've got great field position here early in this game.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Running back has it on a screen now. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a 1st down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Texas Texas and Ohio State, the last time a part of college football history, of course, that classic collision in the Cotton Bowl. Jack Sawyer with the strip sack and scoop and score. The decisive play in an unforgettable football game.
Yeah, one of those big games that you can remember, maybe 2 or 3 plays being the difference in the game. You mentioned a play by Jack Sawyer, of course, at the end of the first half. The screen pass to Trevion Henderson that looked like Ohio State was just trying to not turn the ball over. High percentage throw, ends up going for a touchdown. So the Buckeyes made the plays when they had to be able to get out of there with a win. And anytime you put these two teams on the field together, a ton of NFL talent and athletic ability. Let's see how this one plays out.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Hands off to the left. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Dropping back, it's Sayan. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Send the back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. A short completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. QB will try to run for it. You make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. There's only almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. Longhorns looking to cash in the red zone.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. To throw, it's Manning. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good.
A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
No, kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. They're going to run it here. Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Delivers quickly to the left side. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Handoff to the back. Breaking tackles and going. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback can't even get the pitch off. That play goes nowhere.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play. Now they're way behind the sticks.
And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Longhorns looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Peoples. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it again. Looking for his back. That's caught. It's Peoples. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Tries to hit it to the running back. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. This is the 6th play on the drive. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. It's a fumble. The defense scoops it up. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Texas. The defense produces 6 points.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This has been a rough 1st half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
We'll get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Offense facing second and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop them at the 23. That's solid coverage. Comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Manning. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They'll run it here. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. This one will be fair caught. They'll begin the drive here, set up at the 30. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on the screen. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. The Buckeyes are on the move here. Big guys up front line up. It's 1st down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Dump off caught by the running back. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Quarterback still with the football. Here he goes. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a 1st down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Dropping back. It's Sayin. He's got it near the end zone.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Ohio State. The comeback is on.
Man, I really thought they were going to run the football in here at the 1-yard line, but instead they decided to throw it. I think they completely caught the defense by surprise, and they get a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. 1st down now. And now the running back's got it again. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Trying to create here on the move. Oh, what a grab! And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Slams right into the wall. They got it for a loss.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air, it's Sayin. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Wow, juked the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. The Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Haven't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Look out, whole different game now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Well, this is what we hope for. This is what to be expected, Kurt. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have...
Breaks into the clear. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Leaning on the run game here. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Now it's second down here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Lets it go quickly. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. It's a shotgun run call. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's in the clear. The ball is out. Who's going to get it? They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. Longhorns are in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Sticking with the running game. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Chris, at this stage of the football game as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking about a couple things. You're playing with the lead. You have great field position. Keep running the football. And the importance of that is the clock will continue to move, and you have a chance to be able to ice this victory.
They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score. And
he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. To the air. It's Sayin. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Looking to throw it on first down. On the run here, lets it go. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. They'll throw it to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Punt over the middle. It's Tate. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Looking to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Makes the catch. It's Thurman. It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it with room to run. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Quarterback spikes the ball to stop the clock. So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. They come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
I'll tell you what, Chris, with this touchdown, never say never. You know, we're under 15 seconds to go, but with that touchdown, at least you've given yourself a chance with the onside kick. If you recover it, who knows, a Hail Mary, maybe you got a chance to win the game.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot and trying to get the football back.
Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College.
spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Spartans will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns offense will have the ball first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He wants to take the top off. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans offense will get the ball for the first time. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good and so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Offense set on first down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to...
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got him. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Matthews. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Got a man. It's Riley. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Matthews. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And the Spartans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Coleman. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on... Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Liberty.
The give from the gun.
Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to pass. It's Matthews. Finds his man. It's Starling. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking left. Got his man downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fakes to grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Gets it to him on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll try the right side. It's a running room. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this third quarter with a run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try it over the left side. It's a seam wide open. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Matthews. On a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game.
He's loose. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Starling. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants to throw it. Got the back over the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Here comes the Texas offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly talented dudes. Just guys that you know when you hand them the ball, good things are going to happen.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Safe completion on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Trying to keep this drive alive. The Longhorns get enough to move the chains.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over.
Back to throw, it's Matthews. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes the easy completion. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Riley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll take another shot here. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gets the back moving. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Spartans headed quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Spartans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. Wide open spaces. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bates. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Matthews. Hauls it in.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Timeout, San Jose State.
To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous punting dip, but instead will just go home with a loss. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to...
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Miners will put total leather to crank us up. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the opening possession of the game. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding one-yard drive in the history of football.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UTEP's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That's caught. It's Wilson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Miners line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Takes it on the return, and he loses the football on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to... You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Looking for a man. It's Nelson.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Utah. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run it with Wilson. Makes a man miss.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here puts the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Powers through the defender. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Miners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Manning. They're setting up the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the option. Breaks the tackle. Now the pitch. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but Mick, always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. To the air, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is that...
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Behind his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Line is set on third down. To throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man, it's Moore. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target him.
That's a right ball. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
I tell you, honestly, don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half,
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looking for room, it's Baxter. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. At the 35, he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Yeah, tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guy. At DKR.
And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready, because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Miners come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Gottlieb. Working that wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Flying out to the left. Turning on the Jets. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely gone.
Catch in the middle, it's Odom. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Catch in the middle. It's Odom. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. He'll pull it down. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Wilson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Smith. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets into the 26. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. They'll run the off-tackle play here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. The give out of the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. The play-action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Taylor. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, UTEP! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Working the middle, it's complete. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Get it out on the screen. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. At the 45 on its way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Send out the punt unit. A low line drive and not his best work. And it'll be down right. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You gotta like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. With the catch, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Miners in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Bringing the heat. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt like that old Bearcat has been crowd surfing all game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Locklear. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Miners will have it first and 10. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Rushes on him. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are